Hey Sam, what's going on? Why you look so sad?
I want to buy the Google Pixel 8, but it's not available in Malaysia. I wonder if Google will ever bring their phones to Malaysia.
Hey, you know what? Google Pixel 9 is coming to Malaysia.
Really? It's been nearly 8 years since Google first launched its very first Pixel smartphone. And finally, after a long wait, we've officially received our very first Google Pixel smartphones here in Malaysia in the form of the Pixel 9 series. After years of experience producing smartphones, is this 9th generation model, specifically the Pixel 9 Pro XL, a worthy competitor to the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Or is it just overhyped? Being the first Pixel to be officially sold in Malaysia, the Google Pixel 9 series has received quite a lot of hype. In fact, throughout the 1-month period of me using it, I've gotten numerous questions from family, friends, and even strangers asking, is that the Google phone? And some even mistaken it for the iPhone. That's because when looking solely at its front, and especially its polished aluminum frame, it does look a lot like the iPhone Pro series. That is until they notice the huge camera visor at the back and the G logo. Still, I'm happy to report that the Pixel 9 Pro XL does look and feel like a flagship. Also, if you're not a fan of the not so vibrant color options of the recent iPhone Pro models, you will be happy to know that the Pixel 9 Pro XL is available in more colorful options such as rose quartz or pink we have here. Google has fitted the Pixel 9 Pro XL with a 6.8-inch Super Actua LTPO AMOLED display. It comes with a smooth adaptive refresh rate of 120Hz, which can also go down to just 1Hz to save power. Not only it's vibrant, but it is also super bright with a whopping peak brightness of 3000 nits, making it easy to see even when under the strongest of sunlight. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the Pixel 9 Pro XL's display and have no complaints about it whatsoever. The Pixel 9 Pro XL also comes with a dual stereo speaker setup, which is pretty loud and punchy, but is frankly still a distance away from those on recent iPhones such as the 16 Pro Max. Powering the Google Pixel 9 series is Google's latest Tensor G4 chip. When compared against the Tensor G3 featured in their last-gen Pixel 8 series, the Tensor G4 isn't that much more powerful. In terms of benchmark scores, it is also a couple of generations behind the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and especially Apple's A18 chip. Google responded by saying that the Tensor G4 isn't made for speed or to beat benchmarks, which isn't the most confident-inspiring explanation I've ever heard, but okay. Despite my initial worries, I can gladly say that the Pixel 9 Pro XL with its Tensor G4 chip has served me well throughout the 1-month testing period, at least with my use case. I've used the Pixel 9 Pro XL for text, document editing, social media, watching YouTube and Netflix videos, and occasionally playing some games such as Asphalt 9, Real Racing 3, and NBA Live. It might not have the fastest flagship smartphone chip out there, but it does have rather decent thermal performance, staying much cooler than the likes of the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro Max, even under heavier tasks. The Google Pixel 9 Pro XL comes with a triple camera setup, which has been, for the most part, carried over from the previous gen Pixel 8 Pro. However, Google has fine-tuned its camera software further to keep up with the times. When compared against the iPhone 16 Pro Max, pictures taken with the Pixel 9 Pro XL using their main cameras looked rather close in terms of quality, especially during the daytime. The iPhone 16 Pro Max did deliver better dynamic range, details, and less noise when in low-light situations, however. But when zoomed to 5 times and beyond, the Pixel 9 Pro XL delivered much crispier photos even when the sky turned dark. The part where the Pixel has a major upper hand over the iPhone is with its ultra-wide angle camera. Even at night, the Pixel 9 Pro XL's ultra-wide shooter delivered more details with less noise than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I believe this is also partly due to the Pixel 9 Pro XL's ultra-wide lens having a larger f1.7 aperture than the iPhone's f2.2. When taking portrait pictures, the Pixel 9 Pro XL did a rather decent job too, punching out colours that will certainly please most people's eyes. However, the iPhone 16 Pro Max comparatively delivered more natural looking colours, which is especially apparent with human subjects, along with better edge detection. The Pixel continued to deliver its punchy and vibrant colours when taking macro photos, but it's again less impressive in the edge detection department when pitted against the iPhone. When it came to video recording, the Pixel 9 Pro XL performed pretty well, capturing vibrant and stable footage. But when compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the latter delivered better colours, contrast, dynamic range and smoothness with its main camera. Where the Pixel surprised me was with its ultra-wide angle camera, which did amazingly well by capturing decently stable footage with quality that's super close to the iPhones. Aside from just the regular camera modes, the Pixel 9 series comes with some new AI features such as Add Me. We've all been in situations where we want to take group pictures with friends and family, but can't be in the picture where we are the one behind the camera. And sometimes, we aren't sure if we can trust passing our phone to a stranger to help take the picture for us. Here's where Add Me comes in by having you, the photographer, take a picture of your friends or family first, then have one of them swap positions with you to take another picture, but this time with you in it. Add Me will then combine the two pictures together and produce a single picture with everyone in it using AI. It's a useful and honestly fun feature to play with, but I have to say that it still isn't perfect. Well, it might be easier to take a selfie using the front camera or the rear ultra-wide lens instead. But I'm excited to see how features like Add Me can be further refined and perfected as time goes on. One of the main features Google has been marketing with the Pixel 9 is its Gemini AI suite. There are also other features like the Gemini AI voice assistant, the Magic Editor which allows you to add, remove, or even move around certain objects in an image. You can even ask Gemini to change the background of your image or replace a particular object with something else. There is also the Pixel Studio which can help you create an illustration via text prompt. Gemini is undoubtedly powerful and feature-packed. However, Google could have integrated its AI deeper into its smartphones to make activities like texting and note-taking easier. For instance, Chat Assist in Samsung's Galaxy AI is integrated into the Samsung keyboard and can be conveniently summoned anytime you are in a chat app, such as WhatsApp. It can help you do things like generate an email based on a couple of keynotes given, change the tone of your text, and even correct your spelling and the grammar. On the Pixel 9 Pro XL, however, you will have to summon Gemini to do those things, requiring more steps to achieve the same results. Yes, the Google Messages app does come with the Magic Composer feature, but it's only available in the Google Messages app and nowhere else. So that means you can't use it on WhatsApp, for instance, which is inconvenient for Malaysians. Also, it isn't a Pixel exclusive feature either and is available with all Android devices that have the Google Messages app. So it's nothing special, to be honest. If you have a Google Pixel 9 device or if you're planning to get one, good news, as Google is packing its Pixel 9 phones with 1 year of free Gemini Advanced subscription. But yes, just 1 year. This gives you more powerful Gemini AI features such as Gemini Live, allowing you to have a conversation with the AI as if it's a person, which is pretty cool and useful.
Okay, let's figure this out. Do you hear the rattling noise all the time? Or only when you're driving on rough roads or going over bumps?
Usually over bumps as well as potholes.
Okay, so it sounds like the rattling might be coming from your suspension. Do you hear any squeaking or grinding noises along with the rattling?
But my personal favorite feature in the Pixel 9 Pro XL has to be the Circle to Search feature, which has been introduced since earlier this year. Although not brand new and not exclusive to the Pixel anymore, this feature is super helpful, allowing you to simply circle on anything you want to know more about on your screen. Battery life on the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL has been great. Packing a 5000 mAh battery, I was able to squeeze out at least 5 hours of screen on time from a full days of use. And that is with Wi-Fi and mobile data left on most of the time and music or podcasts playing in the background constantly. Even when using the Pixel 9 Pro XL as a mobile hotspot, I still got at least 4 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time after 24 hours of use. If your usage pattern is more conservative, the Pixel 9 Pro XL should be able to last over a day before needing to be charged. Speaking of charging, the Pixel 9 Pro XL can be topped up via a USB-C cable at 37 watts, which is considerably slow by today's standards. Even the Samsung Galaxy S24 series can accept 45 watt wired charging. When charging wirelessly though, it can take up to 23 watts using a Pixel stand and only 12 watts with a regular Qi charger. Running on Android 14, the Pixel 9 Pro XL features Google's Pixel UI, or what fans would refer to as stock Android. Well, technically speaking, there's no longer such thing as stock Android, at least for the public. But Pixel UI is still what Google, the maker of Android, envisions the open source operating system to be like. As expected, Pixel UI is pretty clean and free from bloatware, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Its design is also very minimalist and does not look overly complicated or cheesy at all, making it very easy for the eye. However, through this review period, I've also noticed how far UI of other OEMs such as Samsung's One UI and Oppo's ColorOS have come. Used to be disliked by tech enthusiasts in the past, many Android OEMs have learned to clean up the design of their UI and reduce the number of bloatware, further closing the gap between non-stock and stock Android. In fact, I've noticed that Pixel UI is interestingly missing two features that are commonly found in many other Android UIs, such as double tap to lock screen, where you can simply double tap on an empty part of the screen to lock the phone, instead of always using the power button. The second missing feature is a system audio equalizer. It might not sound like much, but as a person who loves his bass when listening to music, having a system audio equalizer is important, especially when not all audio apps on the Google Play Store come with an in-app audio equalizer. It is one of the main features I look for when shopping for an Android phone. But if you have always been a fan of Google's Pixel UI and its simplicity, you will certainly like what the Pixel 9 series has to offer. What's even cooler is Google promises 7 years of software updates for the Pixel 9 series and some of its more recent devices. That means you will theoretically be getting software updates on the Pixel 9 even in 2031. This is beyond how long Apple usually supports its iPhones. For example, the iPhone 6s was among the iPhones that received the longest software support. It was launched in 2015 with iOS 9 and received its final software update, iOS 15.8.1, in 2021. So, is the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL worth the hype? And should you get one? Well, yes, especially if you're a fan of the pure Android experience, the Gemini AI features, or Pixel phones in general. However, the only factor that's hindering me from recommending it over its competitors like the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra or iPhone 16 Pro Max is its price. Costing 6,199 ringgit for this 256GB variant, it is 200 ringgit more expensive than the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it's just 100 ringgit behind the more feature-filled Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra for the same amount of storage. At the time of recording, which is early October 2024, you can even get up to 900 ringgit of discounts for the Galaxy S24 Ultra with selected color options on Shopee and Lazada, which automatically makes the Samsung phablet a much better deal than the Pixel 9 Pro XL. So, all in all, I really do like the Pixel 9 Pro XL and it has lived up to most of my expectations, but it is just a little too expensive with its current asking price, at least here in Malaysia. So we have come to the end of the video. If you found this video helpful, do give us a like, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X for the latest news on almost everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!